My name's Fuzz. I'm the owner, stroke engineer, stroke producer for Radar Sounds. We're based on an island on the Thames in Hampton Court. Pretty unique setting, really. Right now, the demand has really gone up, just as everyone's on digital, really. There is that sort of harkening back to that sort of 60s, 70s sound, really. It's kind of like, it's like a 1,000 multi-band compressor, if you like. So it sort of sweetens the sound for your ear to sort of take in. And now everyone's on headphones. You know, there's that unmistakable sort of harshness you get with digital that really softens off if you use a tape machine, you know. Well, I've had the Neve Genesys about 3 years now. It's actually fully loaded. It's got all the dynamics, all the EQs, 1073s on it. As I work with tape, I had to have something. It's not worth using tape unless you can do it quickly. Now, I tried before with an old desk, and obviously the recall was ridiculous. It was way too long. At that point, I was literally looking out for something that I could use in this studio with tape. Otherwise, it was goodbye to tape, you know, because it was just the projects were going on for so long. I just could not, you know, I couldn't ask people to pay that sort of money. When it comes to recallability and just every section, it works so well. Yeah, I decided on the G32 really, because I mean the recall on it is pretty much perfect. There's things on there that I didn't even realise were on there. You know, like being able to shuffle where the insert sits in the chain, the two different inserts. I didn't even realise you could do that, and that on its own is amazing. I need to have full analogue recall because some clients they don't want any. It's got to be fully analogue, and this is the only thing that does it for this size as well. I mean, there are other makes that are pretty much boat anchors, really. You wouldn't even get in here. But yeah, Neve is the only guys that are sort of doing this sort of thing on this level. As you've got two insert points, I've got a tape machine on a button. That's the way I use it. On insert 2 on each channel, it's literally always there. I can patch it in and I'm going straight from the mic pre straight into the tape, as you would on any, you know, old school console really. And then after that, onto the digital if I want it. I can't do that, or the size, I can't do that on anything else. Before I got that, I've got the DPA, the 1073 DPA. So, and I've heard, you know, the old stuff, and the quality's there, you know, it's the same quality. I had to listen to this before I brought it in, and that's all I really need to know, really. It's a really short answer, but basically, yeah, it just sounds amazing. Simple as that. What we try and do is we try and do everything live, you know. We've got a sound booth, and the live take thing is, as the desk can do, I've got full EQ, full dynamics before I go to tape. I can pretty much do a live take. We've got the plate reverb as well. One day, half an album really. So I do have a side project where basically people send me their files, their digital files, and it's called the online tape machine. So what I do is, you know, I'll take the files, I'll give them, put it through the tape machine, give them one back at Unity and a few pushed levels. So I've been keeping that going. I've had, luckily, because we've got the digital side as well, I've been doing online mixing as well. Work's getting back on track, I'd say. How you hit the tape is you can get so many different sounds. So, because I can save each EQ, each dynamic, everything, you know, going into the tape, we actually set up, like, I've got different session settings, like fat tape, thin, you know, so I can literally press the button, and depending on the band, I'm pretty much where I need to be on the EQs, on the gates, everything, how far I've pushed it into the tape for a sound. Now, name me another desk you can do that with, analog desk. So really, I mean, it's any bandwidth we get really. If I can tell when I'm getting like a punk band, I've got a session template, I'll press the button. We're smashing the tape machine, basically, you know. So that's kind of, yeah, if we're talking about how good the desk is, that's what that does, but yeah. Let's face it, you just got to mention Neve, and that on its own will draw people in. I'm a component to that. I've seen it happen, you know. It's that sound. Whatever they've done in that machine, it's just, it sounds like a record. It's the best way to put it, really.